Welcome to the Clyde Arc, one of Glasgow's beautiful, magnificent bridges. In true Glasgow fashion, there's a nickname everybody calls it, the Squinty Bridge, but I know that its proper name, or at least what I call it, is the Ridge Racer Bridge. I don't know, I just think the kind of futuristic, clean looking lines about it just remind me of the beautiful, iconic designs of the Ridge Racer series. And in that beautiful, iconic series, the one that I love the most is Ridge Racer 7.
Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer 7 is perfect. Let that one just sink in for a little bit. Aye, I just called it perfect. I know that's a word that should never be used ever, but I just can't think of anything else to say about it. There's just no feeling like pulling off the perfect drift through one of these brilliant neon lit cities. The handling is so simple, refined but pretty much exactly the same as it was back in the first Ridge Racer, but it has a depth to it that rewards you for sitting down and learning it. Learning what corners to drift and which to keep gripped, when to charge your nitrous by sliding and when to let it all out. A lot of folk complain about how unrealistic Ridge Racer is, but it's great fun. It gives you a couple of really basic rules and says to you, go on, do your best. At first you'll be smashing off walls and using your nitrous at the wrong time, but then you'll learn. You'll learn to time your nitrous boost so it ends just before a hairpin, so you can drift round it faster and charge up for another boost. Learning how to chain your way between corners like this is essential to beat some of the most outlandish and downright evil rivals you'll ever race, like Pac-Man, Monstrous, and the bastard hard Angelus. And it's gorgeous as well, all high def, bright lights, fantasy machines and dream cityscapes. There's an untouchable classiness to the way Ridge Racer looks, probably best summed up by the resident Ridge Racer girl Raiko Nagase, probably the most beautiful digital woman ever created. Coupled with all these magnificent ingredients is an online multiplayer mode that's just more generous than it has any right to be. In fact, it's the only online game that I play with any sort of regularity because there's a great wee community in it, helped by the fact that you can only use preset phrases. It's impossible to be a bastard. After another crushing defeat, there's nothing better to lift your spirits like getting a wee message like, that was fast, and a wee smiley face to give you all the encouragement you need to get back onto the grid, even if you're like me and you know you're just going to lose again. In fact, talking about multiplayer, Ridge Racer 7 is one of the few games that lets you actually play with your pals sitting next to you. You know, like pals. It's fucking disgraceful how few games have split screen multiplayer nowadays. All the Billy Big Boys developers moaning about not having enough memory to have proper multiplayers in their games should hang their heads in shame. We're living in the era of the most powerful consoles we've ever had, so pull your fingers out. Namco did, and they still managed to make it look beautiful. Giant, intricate cities with sleek, shiny cars leaving neon trails in their wake as they drift sideways round highways that you could only imagine in your dreams. You know, it's sad. It's sad that Ridge Racer 7's been forgotten about, dismissed by people that don't know better as a relic of a forgotten age. It's sad because it means it's going to be the last of its kind, the last bold, beautiful, unique vision of the way that racing games should play. From now on it's just going to be explosions and driving through walls and teenage wank fantasy. But at least, even if it's the last one, at least it was perfect.